Hello and welcome to the Awaken practice, which is a beautiful Lionsgate portal practice. So for our practice today, we are going to be moving through a beautiful fusion of yin yoga, breathwork, meditation and visualization. We're going to be working a lot with the energy of the heart, and we're going to really start to connect to our biggest goals and dreams and desires and start to pull them through from the intangible into our tangible 3D reality by connecting to the energy of them. So this is going to be a gentle practice. You're not going to need a lot of props. I do have my yoga bolster here, so if you have one at home, definitely grab a hold of that. If you don't, grab a hold of a couple of cushions or pillows or a rolled up towel or a rolled up blanket, something like that. That's about all you'll need. So let's get started. Sitting in a comfortable seated position, closing those eyes down. Giving yourself a few moments here to fully arrive here in the space, in your practice, in your body. Starting to connect firstly with your physical body as you feel your sitting bones anchoring down towards the mat. Rising tall through the spine so the crown of your head is reaching skyward, and you've got a beautiful long spine where the energy can flow through. Starting to connect now to your emotions and just acknowledging how you're feeling emotionally today. There's no judgment, just observation. Lastly, now start to connect to the natural rhythm of your breath. Feel the breath as it glides in and out of your nostrils. Feeling your entire torso swell and contract with your breath. See if you can start to breathe a little bit deeper, drawing a beautiful deep breath in through the nose, with a long, smooth exhale either through the nose or the mouth. Deep inhale. Long, smooth exhale. As we inhale, we're drawing in that beautiful prana, which is our life force energy. And as we exhale, we're releasing and letting go. One more of those big, beautiful breaths here. Just letting your breath settle back into its natural rhythm. And from here, inviting you now to bring one or maybe both hands to the heart space, just so you can start to connect with your heart energy. Notice how the heart is feeling today. And see if there's any little whispers that your heart would like to share with you. Take a moment here now in communication with your heart. Feel the energy at the heart space. One more breath here with the heart. And then just allowing your hands to settle back down into your lap as you move your awareness now from your heart space up into your third eye, between the eyebrows. And starting to become familiar with the energy here at the third eye. It's going to help you to see what you need to see, and you can start to connect with the vision that you'd like to call in for yourself. But firstly, we're going to, in our mind's eye, in our third eye, visualize the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol is just like the number 8, which is when the lion's portal is 8-8. And this infinity symbol represents your infinite potential. So visualizing this symbol now. And you can anchor and tether this symbol to your greatest goals and dreams and desires. What is it that you want to call in for yourself during this potent meditation that we're doing here, and also in this manifestation portal that we find ourselves in here? And start to connect with the energy. Start to connect with how you'll feel once these manifestations come from the intangible, from the unseen, into your present day reality. Let's take a few moments here with your manifestation. How does it feel? How does it look? Let's take 3 more breaths here together. Starting to allow that visualization now to slowly fade, bringing your awareness back into the present, back into your body, back into the breath. And holding on to this connection, holding on to this vision, holding on to your infinite potential as we move through the practice. When you feel ready, you can start to gently blink open your eyes, coming back into the space. The first yin pose we'll move through is balasana, which is child's pose. It's just a really nice way for us to anchor and ground into this moment now. So you can either do this one with or without props. So if you're not using a prop, you want to come over onto hands and knees, drop the knees wide, toes touching, hips working towards the heels, and you could fold forward, bringing your third eye, which we just connected to, down towards the earth. And it's going to get a nice little massage here if you choose this option. So you can have arms running alongside your body, or you can extend the arms out long. So that's option 1. If you would like to use a prop, you can grab a hold of whatever prop you're using. So you could use your bolster or cushions or pillows, grab a hold of it, place it in the front of your body, come and fold forward. So here again, you could have the head centered if that feels good for you, or either turn your head to one side or the other. And just have a bit of a wriggle around here, get nice and comfortable. Once you've found where you need to be, you're going to close your eyes down and fall into stillness. Using this time here in your child's pose to anchor yourself here, to really start to connect deeply to your body and deeply to your breath. Just allowing your body to soften here, soften through your neck, shoulders and jaw. Soften your belly so you can start to breathe deeply down into the belly. Breathe out into the back and side ribs, feeling your entire torso swell and contract with the breath. If you do have that gentle pressure there at the third eye, start to connect once more to this portal. And if it feels good for you, you can keep visualizing your manifestations here, this future version of you. Stay present here, keep the breath flowing. I'm just going to leave you here for a few moments just to be in your own energy, and I'll bring you back out of your pose very, very soon. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose, with a long, smooth exhale. One more breath. As we inhale, let's very slowly start to roll on up through the spine, bringing yourself back into your comfortable seated position. We're going to pause here for a moment. Pausing, breathing, integrating after that first yin pose. Notice and absorb any shifts that you can feel in your body or your energy. One more breath here. Inhale to blink open the eyes, coming back. We're going to need our prop for this one, so grab a hold of your yoga bolster or your cushions or your pillows, whatever you've got there. We're going to turn around now and come and lay over our prop. So come and lay down and just find where feels comfortable for you. Now I'm going to leave it up to you what you want to do with your legs, so you could stay here as option 1 with knees bent. Option 2 is to come into Matsyasana, which is our fish pose. That's where you'll extend your legs out long. If you would like some hip opening, option 3 is to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, which is our reclining butterfly. So you want to bring the soles of the feet together and drop the knees out wide. Find where you want to be with the arms. So arms could be beside you. They could be overhead. You might clasp a hold of opposite elbow. See what feels comfortable for you. And once you're there, here again, we're going to close the eyes down and fall into stillness. So in that first pose, in our child's pose, we were bowing down towards the earth, and now we are opening up through the front of the body. So just observing that shift in the energy. The aim for this pose is really to connect once more to your heart space. So start to bring your awareness there. Bring your awareness to the heart center. Again, noticing the energy at the heart. Being open to receive the messages, the whispers from the heart. As well as connecting to the heart space in this pose, I also really wanted you to open up through the Ren meridians, which is an energy line that runs through the front of the body, and it's known as the conception channel, which is perfect for us in this practice as we are opening ourselves up to the conception of our manifestations of the new version of you. So start to lean into that now. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to be receptive. Allow yourself to be open to not only conceiving but holding, being a safe vessel for these new manifestations that you'd like to call in. And this can all be fueled from the heart space, which we're also focusing on here. Calling in these desires, these dreams, these visions that are coming from the heart, that are what are truly on and in your heart. Take a few moments to stay here, connecting to the heart space, connecting to your vision, and I'll bring you back out of your pose very soon. Let's take 5 more of those big, beautiful breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose with a long, smooth exhale. One more breath here together. If your legs are extended or out wide in butterfly, just start to bring them back to center now. Leading with the heart, gently pressing through the arms as we roll on up and into our seated position for a moment's rest, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Just noticing the space and the energy that you've cultivated there at the heart. Noticing any other shifts in your body, your breath, your nervous system. One more breath here. Inhale to gently blink open the eyes, coming back. We're going to do one more heart-based posture. We're taking Anahatasana, which is our melting heart pose. Anahata is the heart chakra or the heart energy center. So we're going to come over onto all fours. Again, this one can be done with or without props. So if you choose not to use your prop, you're going to come over onto hands and knees. Walk the hands all the way out in front and bring the third eye to the mat, or you could stack one forearm on top of the other and rest here. If you're using a prop, so your bolster or your cushions, grab a hold of them now, and you can kind of just drape your arms over the bolster. You could bring the third eye to the bolster, you could bend the elbows, just have a play around with it here. It is quite a strong pose, so it's important that you just kind of have a wriggle around here and find what feels most comfortable for you to hold for the next few moments. And once you're there, as much as you can, we're going to bring ourselves into stillness and close the eyes down and start to reconnect to the breath. This is our melting heart pose. So as the name of the pose implies, I want you to start to melt and offer your heart down towards the earth with every exhale. You might meet some resistance here. Maybe the chest or the neck and shoulders might feel a little bit resistant to this pose. If that's the case for you, see if you can soften everything off and start to melt into the pose a little bit more. Not only are we really opening up the front of the heart space, but also bring your awareness to the back of your heart, so that space between the shoulder blades. Can you soften here as well? The front of the heart is where we give love, and the back of the heart is where we receive love. So it's important that we keep the heart open from both the front and the back. You can work with the breath, particularly that exhale. It's going to help you to soften and deepen a little bit more. And staying still, having a deep flowing breath, eyes closed, all of these factors really help us to turn our awareness deeper and deeper within. See if you can soften that little bit more. See if you can deepen your pose a little bit more. Just noticing how that heart space is feeling, how the chest and the shoulders are feeling. Keep breathing, stay present. Just a few more moments here. Let's take one more big breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Long, steady exhale. And as we inhale, let's slowly start to bring ourselves out of the pose. You can either come back into child's pose where we found ourselves at the beginning, or come into your favorite seated position. Wherever you are, keep the eyes closed. Take a few moments to observe how your heart is feeling here. One more breath. Inhale, blink open the eyes, coming back. If you're down in your child's pose, slowly roll on up to sitting. And we're going to come and bring ourselves to lay down onto the mat. And take a little moment to pause here, just allowing the back of the body to settle into your mat. And when you feel ready, let's hug the knees into the chest. We'll take a little rock and roll here from side to side, feeling that beautiful massage for your lower back. We'll finish with a nice little twist. We won't be here for too long, but just to balance everything out and get a beautiful rotation through the spine. So drop your arms beside you, drop the knees to one side. And your head is either centered, or you can allow the head to fall in the opposite direction to where your knees are facing. Just working with the breath here, allow those knees to fall out to the side a little bit more with every exhale. Feeling that beautiful release here through the lower back as we allow the energy to coil up through the spine. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Inhale, gently roll your way back to center. And then exhale, drop the knees over to the other side. And again, your head can either be centered or turn your head over in the opposite direction. Just settle those shoulder blades so they're resting flat against your mat. We've been practicing for a little while now, and as we come towards the end of the practice, just notice any shifts in your physical body or your breath or your nervous system, your energy. Taking this time for ourselves, even if it is only a short practice, is so important for us to stay connected to ourselves. Let's take 3 more of those big, beautiful breaths here. As we inhale, gently unravel, roll your way back to center, and just realign the spine as we hug the knees into the chest. One last time, we'll start to roll around here in one direction. Again, feeling that beautiful massage for the lower back. And we'll come back around in the other direction. Coming back to center, gently release. We're going to come and lay down onto our back now. So if you, like me, want to pop something under your knees, I encourage you to do that now. It makes it quite comfortable. You might also place a blanket over your body or an eye pillow, put some socks on, whatever you need to do. Arms resting beside your body, palms facing up, or you might feel called to place your hands, palms facing down, over the heart or over the belly. Just tune in, see what you need. Just allowing the weight of your body to melt down towards the earth. Allow your breath to become soft and free-flowing throughout the body. And I invite you now to call in your vision for yourself one last time into your third eye. See it, visualize it, feel it, and know that it's already on its way to you. I'm going to leave you here now to have your own experience in your final relaxation shavasana. So if you have time to stay for a little longer, I highly encourage you to for at least 5 minutes or longer if you have it available for you. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful Lion's Gate practice, and wishing you all the best, all of your dreams and desires, and I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.